Hey guys, how's it going? RuppDat here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X. In the last episode, we made our way through the Macalania Woods, and fought a boss that Orin purposely dragged us to, all so we could see a sphere of our dad. Who apparently isn't as much of a hard ass as we thought he was after all. But we are here now at the inn at Lake Macalania. Our party's getting all ready to head to Macalania Temple, so Yuna can tell Seymour, hey, I'm gonna marry you after all. Wonderful.
Anything can happen.
Make sure you're prepared, right?
It's a pretty good impression you got there. So, just gonna go ahead and talk to everyone quick.
Seriously? A wedding's not supposed to make people feel this bad, huh?
Come on, don't say that.
He's got a point, though.
I say what I want, ever since I was a kid.
Oh, so you're an adult now?
You know it.
Forgive me if I'm not convinced, Waka. What do you got to say, Rikku?
Can we go now? I'm tired of waiting.
In a moment.
Yuna's really quiet.
Oh, really? Well, first off, Kimari.
Temple not far. Why stop here?
That's a good point. Yuna? What's up? Everything alright?
Don't forget to smile, remember?
Oh, you're right. I'll try and remember.
Makin's wandering around here too. I guess I'll talk with him. I got nothing to lose.
I've heard Lady Yuna is to wed Maester Seymour. It is great news. I'd like to congratulate her. But it is a pity.
Huh?
I'd hoped Lady Yuna would defeat sin and bring the calm to Spear.
Yuna's still gonna journey, even after she's married.
Ah, that is also great news. Her resolve is admirable.
It's nice not hearing a story out of Makin, but anyway, just gonna check the item shop real quick. See what they got. Meh, nothing I don't already have a pretty decent stock of anyway, so let's go ahead and get moving now. So back out of the inn we go.
Should I resign my commission? Would Captain Lucille let me? Elma would probably laugh at me.
I almost feel sorry for the guy. Oh, right here, real quick, before you go any further. Bhed Primer, Volume 16, hidden amongst the ice and snow. So it's good to keep an eye out for that. So, time to move on to Macalania Temple.
Lady Yuna, we've been expecting you. We were surprised you decided to come so
Seymour had a welcome wagon prepared and everything.
Pleasantly surprised, of course. Lord Seymour sends his apologies for having left without notice.
I bet he does.
It's quite all right. I have one question, if I may, sir.
Milady?
I want to keep journeying, even if I marry. Do you think that Maester Seymour would let me?
But of course, my lady. Lord Seymour wishes nothing else, I'm sure.
Goodbye.
Wait, you're going on without us?
Well, we must follow Grotto tradition.
Oh.
I'll have to ask you to wait here a little while longer. I'll send someone to escort you.
Sure you will. So just Yuna's going first and then...
We're all with you. Do as you will.
Thank you.
Sorry. That was your line.
What, are we breaking the fourth wall now and changing the script as we go?
Yuna!
Yes, sir!
Yeah, we still got that going on. So that's good news. So now we... What the?
I'll bet.
Don't these guys ever give up? Seriously. So... Seriously? A fiend battle right now? I do not need... And it... Ugh! You know what?
I'll be
Wait,
right back.
I don't care. But that does remind me of something before I go any further. I should probably rearrange my party real quick. As you notice, Yuna is not in our party. She will rejoin when we start what we're about to start. But pretty much, I'm going to start with a party of my main character, Lulu, and... actually, no, Lulu, Rikku, and Wakka. Trust me. Lulu and Wakka, particularly, are going to be a bit important in this fight. Wakka for one half of it, Lulu for the other half. Rikku, I'm going to show off something with her that's really going to help before switching back over to my main character. I don't think I'll need anyone else, but let me just heal up my party real quick and we'll get going. Alright, we got that knocked out of the way. That stupid ambush, the damage now has completely disappeared. So let's move on. How dare you throw your snowmobile in my face?
Stand back. Thank you.
Alright, out Bhed. Whoa!
Lady Yuna.
Yuna's gonna fight with us. Well, yeah, we got Rikku, so back off, guys.
Rikku!
Uh-oh. What the hell is that? I do not like the look of it. It's a giant mobile gun. I've got a bad feeling about whatever he said.
Translation?
He's gonna use an anti-magic field on
No
us.
magic? Oh god. So, we've got a boss fight so soon after the Sphere morph from the last episode. And this thing is quite powerful, unfortunately. This is the Crawler, and that thing that just launched into the air is the Negator. The only purpose the Negator serves... I might as well get my sensor guy out here. The Negator's fairly weak. It takes half damage from everything except lightning. Its only purpose is pretty much just sitting out here and disabling all magic and Aeon summons, which pretty much makes Lulu worthless for this part, but I have a reason for having her out here right now. Take out the Negator and everyone will be able to use magic. However, that is a double-edged sword because the Crawler is twofold. Like all Machina, it's weak to lightning. It is very powerful, however, both in strength and magic, and it's quite defensive, as you can probably tell from my enemy bio thing. Basically, it'll counter all magic attacks with a physical attack. It'll have a Gatling gun, which will randomly hit all your party members for kind of weak damage, but it will build up. And it also has an attack called Mana Beam, which is really powerful and is a magic attack that it'll use once the Negator is taken out. There is a strategy, however, you can use to pretty much cripple the Crawler, revolving around the Negator. I don't know if I'll be able to pull it off. But basically the strategy I'm using, I'm going to get Rikku out here first and use her Mix Overdrive. I am going to mix a... I know I have him here. Let's see. I'm going to mix a Light Curtain with one of the Electro Marbles we got from Guado Salam. And this is going to create Mighty G. This is very helpful as it gives everyone in our party Shell, Protect, Haste, and I believe that's it. I'm probably wrong, though. I haven't really used this a whole lot in previous playthroughs, however, so you'll probably see something saying I'm wrong here in a moment, or I'm right, or whatever. So with that out of the way, we are going to have Wakka go ahead and start hitting the Negator. As I said, Lulu, I am going to use Reflex, because raising your evasion in a battle like this is very helpful. Because the last thing you want is the Crawler pretty much stacking up damage on you. With Rikku real quick, I'm going to steal a Lunar Curtain from this thing just so I can keep using Mighty in the future. And here comes the Gatling gun. Again, it randomly hits your party. Looks like it focuses all its damage on Wakka there, which is not good. I'm going to go ahead and use Reflex again. I'm actually going to get Rikku out of here and bring RuppDat in now. With RuppDat, some good tactics to use are slow and haste on him, obviously, but I'll do that when the Gator's taken care of. And you can also use delay attack because the crawler is not immune to it. So this is going to take out the Negator, which is very nice.
Lou, cast your spells now.
Now then. I'm actually going to use Reflex again real quick because Lulu's going to get another turn. With the Waka. Let's go ahead and attack this thing. And there's its physical counter, Assault. And now with Lulu, let's launch Thundara at it. And, okay, it's apparently a full-on counter, so my bad on that. Mana Beam in 3 turns. Oh, that's not good. Still, though. Let's see here. Gonna launch another Thundara at it. You can pretty much beat this thing while the Negator is still out. It's just, you're really gonna have to keep an eye on the total amount of damage that's racking up from the Gatling gun during that time. I'm gonna go ahead and use haste on him to get that going. Mana Beam in 2 turns. My response is just keep spamming Thundara. Yeah, just gonna attack again with Waka. And I'm gonna go ahead and cast Slow on the Crawler. Slow it to a crawl. Oh, so this thing's countering everything. That's good to know. But we're pretty much picking it apart pretty quickly here, which is pretty good. And there you go, another Negator has been launched. The good thing is, however, the Crawler is still locked into charging its Mana Beam, which, as long as the Negator is out, it is not going to be able to launch. So, until that passes, just leave the Negator be. And I'm going to spend this time healing up, actually. I'm going to use a high potion. I don't want to get Yuna out here. Yeah, it's gonna go ahead and use another high potion. And I'm also gonna go ahead and use Cheer just to try and lessen the blows this thing's physical attack's gonna do from this point forward. And with Waka, just gonna straight attack the Crawler again. Ooh, critical hit. Mana Beam in 1 turn. Oh, apparently its Assault is only limited to... Oh, that's convenient. So with Lulu, I'm just going to keep spamming Reflex during this time. I'm going to spam Cheer a little bit more with RuppDat. Basically, the Crawler is one of those bosses where, again, like this Fury Morph, it can be challenging, but as long as you have a strategy and know what you're going to be doing, this thing goes down pretty easily. This is the point of the game where we're going to get into those kinds of fights where brute strength and being far on the sphere grid alone is not going to be able to help you. You've got to come in with a strategy, or else you are pretty much going to get your ass handed to you. As I keep spamming my buff here just to be on the safe side. You can never be too careful with something like this, especially since we don't know exactly what all the Al-Bhed are truly capable of. And with Waka, let's go ahead and attack the Crawler again. Mana Beam interrupted because the Negator is out.
Stupid Machina. They sealed their magic away too.
Ha! Thank you, Waka, for that insight. But it is true, that was pretty much a big mistake on the Al-Bhed's part for building this thing. Now to focus on the Negator again. I'm going to use Reflex again with Lulu. Yeah, now that I think I've gotten this thing to a point where it's not really going to be much of a bother, I think I've run out of commentary, honestly, because I really don't know what else I can talk about while I'm just slowly picking this thing apart. Oh, the reason Tidus is doing very minimal damage despite all the cheers is because this thing is resistant to water, and unfortunately that is what the Brotherhood is carrying, a water touch. Come on, bring on your assault. I'm getting a little bored here. This is... See? Now that I've pretty much enacted my strategy, this thing is going down really fast, and it's not really much of a threat anymore. I guess there is one thing I do kind of want to point out, which I found kind of interesting. The Final Fantasy Wiki, which also comes with its own little strategy on how to do this fight, they recommend using Auron's armor break, and yet at the same time they also mention that this thing is resistant to armor break, so that's kind of a mistake on their part that I found kind of interesting while I was researching my stats for the crawler. And there you go, the Negator's back out again, and the crawler's already on his last leg, so let's just go ahead and get this wrapped up. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and get Auron in here just to land a couple hits, since he can do some damage, and without magic, this... yeah. And there you go. Wakka's gonna get the last hit. How fitting, considering how much he hates the yeah, I'll bet in their Machina. But there you have it. The Crawler, a very powerful boss, pretty much destroyed with little effort. Kaboom. I didn't even need to use Yuna. And everyone except Kamari and Yuna is gaining experience. How sad. Healing Rod, that's kind of nice.
Milady.
She didn't even participate, though. Whatever. So now Yuna's gonna go back to going after...
Rikku!
Oh boy.
Ich fem dan vidran.
Aistra guardian of Yuna, Wika? Yuna kva, fafem kintran, krak kva.
Tudrek je moha, Kegden.
Oh, that's not gonna sit well with Wakka.
I told him I was a guardian. Well, guess I had to, really.
How come you speak out Bhed?
And here we go.
Because I'm Al Bhed, and that was
So that's your brother, huh?
You knew? Why didn't you tell me?
We knew you'd be upset.
This is great. I can't believe I've been traveling with an Al Bhed, a heathen.
You're wrong. We have nothing against Yevon.
But you Al Bhed used the forbidden Machina. You know what that means? Sin was born because people use Machina.
You got proof? Show me proof.
Touché.
It's in Yevon's teaching. Well, not that you know.
That's not good enough. Yevon says this, Yevon says that. Can't you think for yourself?
Go Rikku.
Well, then you tell me. Where did sin come from, huh?
I don't know.
You badmouth Yevon, and that's all you can come up with.
But that doesn't mean you should do whatever they say without thinking. Nothing will ever change that way.
Nothing has to change.
Do we really
You
need a
want Sin to
shot
keep
of
coming
Wakka's
back?
chest doing that?
There might be a way to stop it, you know.
Sin will be gone once we atone for our past mistakes.
When? How?
If we keep faith in Yevon's teachings, it will be gone one day.
Why do I doubt
Why
that?
do I even bother?
Rikku,
Hmm?
will this move?
Yes!
We're not using that, are we? Wait. So Auron isn't Al Bhed too,
And
is
that's
he?
gonna completely change your opinion on him?
What?
I mean, getting angry just because you found out Riku's an Al Bhed. You guys got along fine till now, didn't you?
True.
That's different. I mean...
Well, I don't claim to know that much about Spira. And I probably know even less about the Al Bhed, but I know Riku's a good person. She's just Rikku.
No. Just think of this as an opportunity to learn more about the Al
Positive
Bhed.
stuff at that.
Let him go. Give him time to think.
Whatever.
I'm sorry. You've done nothing to apologize for.
All right, let's ride.
Wakka's just really hard-headed.
You sure you know how to drive this?
Better than Kamari does.
So we're all gonna separate now and just basically drive these snowmobiles to Macalania Temple. Wakka's apparently gonna walk. Whatever. There are multiple scenes you can actually get out of this, but
I hope that you're not too mad.
I've only ever gotten the ones with Lulu,
Hey,
so...
not at all.
Thank you.
Say, what do you think of Rikku?
Me? She's fun to be with.
That all?
Well, I can tell she's not a bad person.
Yeah. You know what the problem is? She's just another Al Bhed to Wakka. Wakka's head is as hard as a
Agreed.
rock. I bet it's because of Yevon, or you know, something like that.
It's possible.
Well, there's more to it than that.
Oh.
Wakka doesn't like the Al Bhed because of his brother.
Back to this again, are we?
Oh, he used a Machina weapon, right? And got killed by Sin. Killed by my old man.
Careful what you say there.
Damn you, Jack.
What?
No, nothing. Hey, can someone, like a human, become Sin ever?
I can't say that I know. But why?
Just a thought.
Sin is the punishment for, and the incarnation of crimes we have committed.
So no one really knows what it is.
There's no need to know, so no one asks.
Yevon knows.
You run or you fight. That is really all
They
you
probably
can
just don't
do.
want to tell people.
There's no sense brooding over it.
What, that's all? I mean, you don't even wonder?
You really do come from a world where there is no sin, like you say.
It's true. In Xanarkand, we had no sin. Till Orin apparently brought it along. So we are here now pretty much at the front gates of Macalania Temple. Got this treasure chest here containing a Mega Potion. There is a path leading back, but I will cover that later for reasons that will become apparent then. But we took out the crawler in this episode. We've made here pretty much to the entrance to Macalania Temple. There it is over there. And next episode, we're going to go ahead and head over there and see what the deal is with Yuna and Seymour. So, I have been RuppDat, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Stay warm.